Hello guys, I am back with another episode. There are some messages that were sent to me via Facebook that I want to share with you guys. The first message reads like this: Hello my brother, how are you? As for me, I think that if I die today, it will be okay because I am tired. I cannot keep on living anymore because I tell myself that if I die, maybe I'll rest because I have suffered. What is happening to me is that, my brother, each and every morning when I wake up and when I look at my pillow, I'll see that my pillow will be covered in blood, but I don't know where does this blood come from. My brother, this thing started last month. That is when I started to notice that when I wake up in the morning, blood will be everywhere on the bed, but especially on the pillow. There was this other night I woke up and I saw that my husband was not in bed with me. So I looked around and I saw that my husband was standing next to the door and he was looking at me. The way that he was looking at me, I could tell that my husband was scared. It was as if he was seeing something that was so scary that was inside me. So when I tried to wake up, that is when I noticed that there was blood everywhere. There was blood on my face and there was blood on the pillow. I asked him, what is happening to me? Where is all of this blood coming from? That is when he told me that I woke up and I saw that your whole body was suspended in the air. So I tried to run away when I saw your body being suspended in the air and you were sleeping. But when I tried to run away, I could not find the door. All along, I have been moving around the room trying to find the door so that I can escape. After this whole thing had happened, then my husband said to me, let us go to the doctor so that we can know what is going on with you. We went to this GP, but after we had seen that GP, he referred us to the next doctor. Then the next doctor referred us to the next specialist. After we had gone to that specialist, he then referred us to another specialist, but there was no change. As I am speaking with you, my brother, our premium that we pay on our medical aid is charging us a lot of money. When we asked them, then they said that it is because of this condition that I am facing and also the cost that we did last month, because we visited a lot of these doctors and most of them, they were so expensive. This sickness that is afflicting me, it doesn't even have a name. In my own home, in my marriage, now there are some issues because I don't have any support. My relatives don't support me, and also my husband's relatives, they are not supporting me. When my husband's relatives saw that my own relatives were not united and as a family we are not united, then they started to give pressure to my husband, saying that you have to let your wife go. She has to return to her own people so that they can sort out these issues as a family, so that they can speak with their ancestors. Otherwise, she is going to die. And if she dies, her relatives are going to blame you. This whole thing is just spiritual. What I am asking from you, my brother, is that can you speak with my husband? Maybe he can agree to go back with me to my people, so that if there is anything that needs to be done, if there are any ceremonies that need to be performed, at least they can be performed. But I really need him and he is not there for me. I thought that now that I was married to him, he will be my closest relative, but now he is just dumping me. The way that he is dumping me, my brother, maybe he just wants me to commit suicide. The day that he saw that I was sick like this, he started to avoid me like a plague. That is why I have sent you this message. I know that if you are going to post my message, at least he can read this message and he will know everything that I am thinking. My brother, what my husband did to me is not fair, because he said that he can no longer share the bedroom with me. He is now sleeping on the couch. So I have come to you so that I can tell him that I can't control what is happening to me. If I could control this sickness, I would try to do that. I would try to stop the blood from coming out. But all that happens is that when I'll be sleeping, I'll just have a dream, and in that dream, I'll change and I'll become a hunting dog. I'll be in the middle of the forest hunting with other people that I don't even know. I'll be a dog. I will not be a human being in my dreams. I always wake up, and the time that I wake up, always I'll be chasing this animal, and the time that I catch that animal and I give that animal to the people that I'll be hunting with in that forest, that is the time that I'll wake up. And each and every time that I wake up, I'll see blood on my pillow. I'm really sorry that I had to go on social media and say this, but I had to do this, my brother, because I don't have anyone to speak with. I just said to myself, if I die, at least if I die, my kids will know my own side of the story. Please notify me, Brother Nashi, if you post my story. Dear listeners, right there was a message that I was reading for you straight from my Facebook profile. Let me share with you another message that I received from Anonymous. The message reads like this: How are you, Nash? I want to confess that I cheated on my husband with the man that stays next door. And I don't know how can I remove this guilt that I feel in my heart, because each and every time when my husband is having sexual intercourse with me, if I just think that I cheated on my husband, I just lose all feelings. Sometimes I get so dry. So now what I am doing is that whenever I get dry, whilst my husband is having sexual intercourse with me, I just lie to him. I pretend now that I have a problem of getting dry if we are being intimate. The whole story started so funny. We were in this group because in our neighborhood we have this group where we give each other updates. So me and this man that stays next door, we started to share some jokes, those jokes that are shared on WhatsApp. Me and him, we started to exchange those jokes. From there, me and him, we started to send each other those WhatsApp stickers. Some of them, yes, they were stickers which involved people having sexual intercourse. From there on, me and the man next door, we started to flirt, and we were telling each other that we had to make a plan so that we can make love. But it was very impossible because I was a married woman and my kids were already grown up, and that man, my neighbor, he was also a married man. His kids also were all grown up, so we couldn't find a way for us to see each other. My brother, I don't know what happened to me, because this other day I was speaking with my neighbor. He then told me that he had gone to the pharmacy and he bought these sleeping tablets and he experimented on his wife. He gave his wife those sleeping tablets and his wife did not know that he was experimenting on her. And he told me that those sleeping tablets had worked on his wife. He told me the name and he told me that if I go to the pharmacy, I would be able to get those sleeping tablets. He told me that he was going to give me the money so that I can buy them. What he did is that he just went to our gate and he dropped the money in the flowers, and I went outside and I took that money. After I had taken that money, I went straight to the pharmacy and I bought those sleeping tablets. I went back home and I gave those sleeping tablets to my husband. He was not even suspecting anything. After I had seen that my husband had fallen asleep, I told my neighbor, and that man, he came over to my house, and that man, he came to my house. It was around 9 p.m. When he told me that he was waiting for me outside, I took those small winter blankets and I went outside to meet that man. We went at the back of the house. Then I spread that winter blanket on the ground. Then we started to have sexual intercourse. Ish, my brother, there was a mistake that happened. Ish, this man, his manhood was not performing the way that it should. So me and him, we made a mistake and we made a decision. We removed the protection, then we had it raw. We were not using any protection because we wanted to enjoy everything that we was doing. We did this for the whole month until me and this man, we promised each other that we are okay. There is no need for us to keep on doing this. In my own house, I was refusing to have any sexual contact with my own husband because now I was feeling this man, my neighbor, more than I was doing to my husband. So each time that my husband would try to have sexual intercourse with me, I would refuse him. I only agreed to have sexual intercourse with my husband after I had seen that things had gone bad for me, when I had realized that I was already pregnant for this neighbor of mine. I had skipped my periods. Then I started to have sexual intercourse with my husband, but I kept on speaking with my neighbor. We would talk on WhatsApp, we would talk over the phone. This happened until this other day when my husband almost caught me red-handed. What happened on that day is that I was busy speaking with my neighbor. We had been chatting since morning, so when my husband suddenly returned from work, I saw that there was no chance for me to delete all of those chats. If I tried to delete those chats, my husband would suspect something. So what I did is that I was busy in the kitchen washing the dishes in the sink. Then I pretended as if I had mistakenly dropped my phone in the kitchen sink. From there on, me and my neighbor, we stopped talking to each other. I never told him that I was pregnant for him. I gave birth to my baby. The only thing that he said to me is, this other day I just met him in the street and he said to me, "Congratulations, I heard that you have given birth." My brother, I don't know, is it safe? Should I tell my neighbor that this baby is his, or should I just keep quiet? Please advise me. Dear listeners, right there was a message that I received and I posted it on Facebook. Strange things do happen in this world. Let's meet again in the following episodes.